Hi folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Alrighty, so today is the 2nd of January, and yes, so I got a couple other videos that I am going to be uploading, and once again, please ignore what I say in those videos. At the time, I had no idea that I was going to make all those other videos, and I'm too lazy to redo the videos, too lazy. Alrighty, so second book finished of 2026. This is James Patterson, Kiss the Girls. Okay, so first of all, it's a chunker of a book. I actually read it on my Nook because I actually bought it last month, or acquired it last month on Nook. So this is the second book in the Alex Cross series. This is about 2 serial killers that actually turned out to be 3, which is, I will say, I have not watched the movie adaptation of this book in 20 years, or maybe 30 years. I don't know. Maybe like 25 years. I'm trying to not go too young on my viewing, because people might look at me like I'm weird. Like, oh my god, an 11-year-old watched that. No, I was an adult. So I'm going to just say like 25 years or 20 some years. But anyways, so Alex Cross and his partner Simpson are involved in a case where you have this man who calls himself Casanova. He is supposedly the world's greatest lover. And then in California you have the gentleman caller who is going and kidnapping these beautiful women, or somewhat beautiful women, but women in general, and he's doing unspeakable things to them, and it's one nasty thing. So in this book you have this woman called Kate, who is a resident at this hospital. I believe it's hospital, and she gets kidnapped by Casanova. He uses drugs that she is familiar with, which also leads her to believe that Casanova is a doctor. And basically, she is brought to his hideaway, which we later on find out that it used to be a hideaway for slaves that were escaping to places like Washington, D.C. And what Casanova doesn't know is that someone else knows about the place, and it's a professor. We find out that later on in the book. So Kate manages to escape, and she ends up being discovered by 2 boys because she kind of popped out of the water. Yeah, 2 boys decided to skip school, and they found a unconscious woman. Yes, mommy and daddy is not mad at them. They are not mad at them at all. So Kate basically, she's unconscious and everything, and so she is the only one that not only has escaped Casanova, but has spent time with him. And I gotta warn people, there is depictions of rape in this book, but we're talking about a psychotic serial killer, so glad James Patterson did not shy away from that. People might be triggered by that, but we're talking about monsters who kidnap and do unspeakable things to women for just the pleasure of it. Oh, I'm going to treat these women like they're garbage and they're dogs and they're like below human, just so I can get my jollies off. My brother has a lot to say about men that do that. But anyways, as things progress on, James Patterson lets it be revealed that there's actually 3 of them. The one they caught in California, which was a doctor, and boy, was he why, I want to say this, what I could never understand, even when I was being raised in the golden age of serial killers. I'm using that as a very lax term, that they think they could get away with it. Like, why do you think that you're going to get away with the bullshit that you're doing? I never could quite understand that. But anyways, But somehow, it's really weird, is instead of just letting it go with Kate, both of these assholes decide, yeah, we still want her. Seriously? Really? You don't think that she's a lot more self-aware of your presence than she was before? Anyways, I could not put this book down. James Patterson's Alex Cross series is one of my most favorite series of all time. If I could choose like 3 authors that I would constantly be buying their books, it would definitely be James Patterson. I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads. Yeah, I know. I said I wasn't going to use Goodreads, but I'm using Goodreads. But anyways, once again, another gripping book by James Patterson. He grips you. He has a pair of like claw fishing hooks. He just grabs you, digs into your skin, and will not let you go until you finish the book. So yes, book 2 is finished, and I am very, very happy. I am not going to tell you what happens towards the end of the book because I don't want to spoil it. However, at the end of this month, like the last week of this month, I will be borrowing from Overdrive on my device, Jack and Jill. So anyways, so that is my review for Kiss the Girls by James Patterson. And I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys around.